Welcome to today's session on essay writing prepared by Dr. S. Parvadavardhini, Assistant Professor of English. Today we are going to see how to write an essay. Now, while writing an essay, you'll have to learn four things. They are format, content, cohesive devices, and coherence, types of writing, which will actually decide on the style and language of your writing. Format. What do we mean by format? Just by the appearance, we'll have to say that it is an essay. Normally, an essay consists of more than one paragraph, and the size of an essay, minimum size of an essay, is from 200 words to more number of words, and the maximum we can hear is like many pages. And what we see practically is like we have articles and paper publications in journals which run from 1000 to 2500 words. Normally, when you're asked to submit a paper presentation or an article for a paper presentation, you are expected to write more than 200 words. You might even have to write for 700 words or 600 words. They are all essays. The next thing is the first paragraph of an essay should be like an introduction to the essay. So it is like a topic sentence of a paragraph. In a paragraph, we have topic sentence which forms as an explanatory introduction for the entire paragraph. So here, the first paragraph of an essay forms an introductory section for the entire content. So it should give an overview of the entire content. The next is content. Now, with regard to content, we have two things. One is collection of content, and the second is organization of content. So when you collect, you can do brainstorming as we did for paragraph writing. I hope you have seen that slide. And you do brainstorming and you collect the ideas. This is about what you already have. Then you'll have to really do some work, research work, to find out other details about what you're going to write. Now, to form ideas and impressions, I've already told you in the paragraph section, you can read about it. And what are the other ways by which you can collect the content? Because you're going to write an essay for more than 200 words. Like it's like writing many paragraphs, say 5 to 6 paragraphs. So you have to really have enough idea, sufficient idea if you really want to write. So you'll have to collect all those ideas, feed it inside your brain. Only then you can write everything by your own. Otherwise, what you write will be kind of copy and paste. So the next thing that you're going to do is read about it, and then if you feel you're more comfortable watching some ideas or some content which will actually give you input about any concept, then you can watch some content about the topic. So this is actually it is based on individual preference whether you would like to read or you would like to watch. But remember, if it is going to be a serious content, then reading is more preferable, because you have a lot of materials if you go on for reading. But since nowadays you have net and other facilities, we also have enough materials available in the watching mode as well. So next thing is you can collect images, you can read stories, articles and news items on that. And all these things actually will give you input on that topic. So all these things comprises of doing some research, collecting ideas about the topic on which you're going to write an essay. The next thing is organizing content, organization of content. Now we have various ways of organizing content. Now this we do so that the reader is able to have a clear-cut idea of what we are going to tell them. They need to keep track of the flow of ideas. See, if it's just one paragraph, there are 5 and 6 sentences, they can arrange and they can reread to understand it. But if it is an essay, it is a longer thing, and the reader has to have track of the movement of the ideas, the flow of ideas. They'll have to be able to understand. So what we do is we follow some order in organizing the content. It can be based on the time of action. If you're going to narrate an incident, based on the time of action that it has taken place, you can write the content. And the next thing, if you're going to submit a report to your higher authorities or to your friends or colleagues, then you can pick up the content or the arrangement based on the level of importance that a particular idea has for that message. So for example, if it is a report writing, you want to say where you went and you want to talk more about the topic, then maybe about the topic of the presentation that you have done, that you can bring it as the first paragraph. The second paragraph you can go on to write about other experiences that you had. So level of importance also can be used to organize the content. And then from known to unknown, or from unknown to known, some kind of order should be there. You can also go on for concrete to abstract, give them examples and then go on to talk about the abstract ideas, or give them abstract ideas and then go on to talk about examples. It's your own preferences and your own choice. Next, cohesive devices, we have already talked about that, but still I would like to remind continuity. There should be overall continuity and also inside each paragraph, and this should be established with the linkers and connectors. Now normally ideas that are very well organized will actually provide the main link that will function as a main link for continuity and understanding of the readers. So whether we use linkers or connectors, that is immaterial if the ideas are organized in a perfect way. So that also is a kind of cohesive device. Next is types of writing. We should decide what we're going to write and then how we are going to write it. Now this actually will decide the other subtitles or let me put it like this, the other concepts related to essay writing, other techniques. Okay, let me go here. Now there are two types of writing. If you go on to talk about formal and informal, or if you're going to talk about the way something is written, then you have again basic four types, and it is now the list is endless. It is been increasing. Now with regard to formal, we have official content that have to be written. It can be technical facts, and if you're going to write official content which are really facts, then you'll have to prefer objectivity in writing. Here again, the language should be simple and it should talk about facts. And if it is an informal content which is going to be personal, you can have personal touch to it, right? Like you're going to write a story, or you're going to write a critical appreciation. It can be informal or it can be formal also. If you desire to present it in informal mode, then you can have a little bit of personal touch. And again, this is applicable more for stories and fictions. And then of course, when you happen to have personal touch, you can be a little bit subjective, putting in your ideas and using more of first person. And then if they are going to be about narrative, descriptive, analytical, or argumentative, these actually decide what kind of language you're going to use. Okay, so narrative, it's for stories. Descriptive, it's about describing instruments and describing things. Analytical, again, you're going to analyze facts. And argumentative, you're going to argue, make an argument and find out, debate. It's almost like a written debate, find out things. So the type of writing, once you've decided that, that has to help you with deciding on the language. So if it is scientific facts, use simple language with complete objectivity. If it is imagination or stories, have personal touch, and language can be simple, complex, or compound, whatever is your choice. And then if you're going to write analytical or argumentative type of essays, then use appropriate connectors. For example, cause and effect connectors, where we talk about as, since, because, therefore, these can be used for analytical paragraphs or essays. And if it's going to be argumentative, we go on for compare and contrast connectives. We can browse through the net. We have ample examples for these. You have these connectives, but yet on the other hand, etc. Now, I've given a sample essay in this link. You can go and click this link. It's Google Drive. You'll get this link. And there I've written 3 paragraphs. One is introduction. The other 2 paragraphs, again, developing an idea from that introduction. The 4th paragraph I've left halfway through. And there are 2 more sentences left in the introductory paragraph that have to be developed into 2 separate paragraphs to complete the essay. So here is an activity for you. You can go complete your 4th paragraph of the essay and go on to write 2 more paragraphs and you can submit it. Thank you.